Some snow along the road started melting today, but that could bring the threat for ice on the streets as temperatures drop tonight. Our Sydney Stallworth joins us live from North Memorial Parkway. Sydney, what are you seeing out there now?
Hey Connor, traffic is starting to pick up as we're moving in on rush hour, but you're right, this could be a recipe for disaster. The Alabama Department of Transportation sent an update earlier saying it's likely we're going to see black ice on the roads tonight and moving into tomorrow. So here's a look at the roads earlier. You can see that snow along the sides of the lanes, and that's what we're worried about because that can melt and start to turn into black ice overnight. AlDOT crews are out working tonight to treat the ice on an as-needed basis, and I actually just spoke with Lieutenant Jesse Sumlin from Huntsville Police Department. He says they're keeping their eyes on a couple of hot spots, one of them being Memorial Parkway and of course Research Park Boulevard, which have both been closed and reopened throughout the course of the storm. And they're also looking out for ice on Highway 565. If they do see that ice, they're going to alert the State Department to treat it. And the decision whether or not to close roads, by the way, falls on the Huntsville Police Department shift commander, whoever is going to be working at that time. And closing down the roads is not a small decision. They're taking that very seriously because closing the roads doesn't just mean the public can't access this, but departments like HIMSI and other first responders, also cannot use these roads. So they think about it very thoroughly before they make those decisions. The public can get those updates on HPD social media pages. Connor?